Hello friends, so this video is about ITC. So if you see from last 2 days, the share has almost fall down from I think 400 range to now almost like 350 levels. It's more than 10-15% it has fell down. So the reason is actually government has actually increased the uh, taxes for the cigarette part. So that means they're going to bring some excise duty along with the 40% tax, which 40% GST, which they had finalized last year. Earlier it was 28%, they increased it to 40%. That time also the share price came down almost, it was at a high of almost like 500 rupees, and it came down to 420, it was consolidating. So now because of this additional excise duty thing for the cigarettes, so this share has fell down. So the main reason is actually even though they've got multiple businesses, one is actually, as you can see here, FMCG's cigarettes is the one. So here the revenue is almost like 40% revenue it is coming. So there are also other business like FMCG others, where actually it is mainly fast moving consumer goods they're selling, including these Ashirvadat, Sunfeast, Bingo, this AP Noodle, Classmates, Mangaldeep, and all those things. These are all the FMCG other business. And third one is the agriculture business. And fourth is paper boats and packaging related things. And fifth is the hotel business. Hotel, and also there is a small IT solution, actually ITC Infotech Limited is there. This is also kind of a small business. Compared to that, 5% is only the revenue. So hotel business also not much. Anyway, ITC hotel has been listed separately, and even though ITC is holding that 60%, but I think overall if you see the main profit, the problem is with the profitability part. You can see here, I think 78% of the profit is coming from the cigarette business. Now the government has increased the tax so much, even the premium cigarettes and all, anyway they're going to cost, I think earlier it was 20 rupees or something per cigarette unit. I think what you're somebody will be smoking, that single unit was costing almost like 20 rupees. Now it is almost like will be increased anywhere between 40 to 70 rupees. I think premium brand cigarettes and all, they will cost almost like 70 rupees. This is become a huge impact on the smokers. Of course, I think government also wants wants the people to stop smoking cigarette, because I was also reading one of the article where they were saying this Ayushman Bharat insurance, it is almost covering 70% of the people are being covered all over India. So if the people started smoking and if they're getting health issues, I think this is also covered under this insurance. I think this is, I'm not sure whether how much you can take this one. That is one reason. And second reason also, anyway, even if you compare to other countries, so the tax is still less in India for this smoking related or hazardous things. Because of that, government has increased it. So indirectly what it is also causing is, so this will cause the illegal cigarettes. So China and other countries will make the illegal brands of cigarettes, and then they will be shipped in an indirect way illegally to India, and then these kind of cigarette sales will increase. So if they do that kind of thing, then the revenue to the government will decrease, and also these ITC and other, this Godrej, Philips, and all those other cigarette companies also will lose the revenue, because they will they will buy from other illegal cigarettes. Then these guys cannot sell their own cigarette, and government also will lose the taxes, and these companies also will lose the revenue. So what you can do if you have invested here, so the problem is it will consolidate for sure for a long time, because uh, the profitability will directly hit at least for the next quarter. I think this will start from effective from 1st of February. At least for the next quarter, the impact will be minimum, but going forward I think this will impact. I think even if you see at the current level, 4.1 is the dividend. So if the profitability is reducing because they are not able to make profit in the other business segments. So if you see here, I mean the operation margin also 34 because of the cigarette contribution. uh, So this will impact. So if you are actually holding at a top level, I think you should look for a right opportunity to sell. Or if you have got patience, I think you keep holding it. Anyway, I think ITC now have to work very hard to bring the profit from other business units if they want to continue to post this kind of profit and all. So if you see here, I think yearly they have posted almost like 35,000 crores of profit current financial year. So the EPS is coming to almost like 27.98. So that means they also distributed 84% in 24. I think little bit they reduced in March 25 the dividend yield. So otherwise, I think if they pay 52 also out of 27 means almost like it is 13.5 or something. So this year also I think they're going to distribute almost like 80 rupees, 17 rupees. But going forward, this distribution of dividend also can come down. But I think this was kind of a, nobody was knowing that. Even the big investors, if you see the mutual fund houses, they have also increased it here in the September quarter. And nobody was knowing this government is going to bring this kind of thing. I think wherever there is a government intervention is there you ought to be very careful, and you should not allocate more to these kind of companies. At least 5% of your total portfolio is okay, not more than that. And also I think there is one saying, right, like these kind of, the market cap is already 4.38. These big elephants, means large caps, can only walk. Elephants can walk, they cannot run. Even if they run, I think few quarter or 1 or 2 months they will run and then they will stop. They can never become arsas. That's why if you are if you want to make a money, you should try to follow the smile strategy of Mr. Vijay Kedia. If you want to know what is smile strategy, you can also go through my one of the YouTube video where I had posted before. Smile means, small. The company should be small. So the management should have the huge ambition, and there is also growth potential in that whole industry where they are operating. I think this is a smile strategy of Vijay Kedia sir. So you can also go through it and always try to find the small cap companies where they can grow bigger. So the risk is also there, because the small cap companies, most of the companies also will get delisted. So that's why you have to be careful and invest. So if you're ITC shareholder, then you know what is the reason and what you can do. Of course, it is your call. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye for now.